Good morning, children. Welcome to Civics online class of 10th standard. Today let us will see the next chapter, federalism. Before going to start this lesson, dear children, once again you recall the previous two chapters. So what is democracy and why democracy, and one more, the power sharing. Especially in power sharing we learn so many things in that lesson. So here just once you recall the first two second lesson, the what is democracy and why democracy. So in that lesson we learn the two stories. So in that two stories, especially about the Sri Lankan government and Belgium government. So in that two countries, so how the power was distributed and what is the differences between the Sri Lankan government and the Belgium government. So about that already we discussed in the previous lesson. So and next one, the power sharing. Especially in the power sharing we learned how the power is distributed between the central government and the various levels of the government in the democracy countries, and also we discussed how the power is distributed between the different organs of the government. So just once you focus on the vertical division of the power distribution, so how the power is distributed between the different levels of the government in India. So how the power is distributed in our country? So the power is distributed between the central government as well as to the state government and the local governments. Okay, local government. So these three level governments are working independently each other. Okay, so at the national level the central government is controlling the entire nation. So after that state government and local government. So these are all working and independently in the democracy country. Okay, democracy country. So now let us see. So recall the example of Belgium and Sri Lanka. Okay, recall the example of Belgium and Sri Lanka. So if you recall the two countries story, you will come to know how the power is distributed between that two countries. Okay, two countries. For example, shifting of power. Okay, the shifting of power from the central government to regional government. Shifting the powers from central authority to local authority is existed in Belgium, right? So already we might have known about that story in the first lesson. So the power is distributed between the central government as well as to the state government and the local governments. Okay, local government. So that each governments are independently working in the Belgium country. So whereas in Sri Lanka, see, the regional government was given constitutional power in Belgium. Okay, constitutional power was given to the local government or the regional government in Belgium country. So whereas in the Sri Lanka, so the central authority was controlling the entire nation. Okay, entire nation. It was not given power or authority to the local bodies. Okay, local bodies. So regarding this all we discussed in the previous two lessons, right? So now let us will see what is federalism. Okay, what is federalism? So what is the differences between the federalism and unitary system in our democracy, right? So now let us begin with the definition of the federalism. What is federalism? Okay, what is federalism? See, the federalism is a system of government. Simple definition. Federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between the central authority and various constituent units of the country. Okay, simple definition. So the vertical division of the power sharing. In a democracy country, the federalism is a system of government. It is a system of government in which the power is divided between the central government and various constituent units of the country. So which are the various constituent units of the country? You know, state government as well as to the local authorities, or else you called the local bodies. So in a federalism country or in a federalism system, the power is distributed between the central government state government and local government. So here we can see the two tier of the government or more than two tier of the government in a federalism system. Okay. For example, in India, the central government at the central level, state government at the states level, and local bodies or the local governments at local level, or else we call the panchayat level. Okay, panchayat level. So this is the system of federalism is practicing in our country, right? So please remember what is federalism. Federalism is a system of government in which the power is distributed between the central government and the various constituent units of the country. This is called the federalism, right? Just I said the federalism has two level of the government. One is central government at the central level, and second one the states government or the provisional governments at state levels. Okay, state level. So now see, federalism has two level of the government. Federalism has two level of the government. So one is the central government, second one is the state government. Okay, state government. Sometimes the federalism governments are having more than two governments. Okay, two governments. See, the first one, the central government. One is the government for the entire country. Okay, one is the government for the entire country. That is usually, okay, that is usually responsible for the new subject of the common national interest. Okay, common national interest. So the central government is responsible for the common interest of the entire nation people. Okay, entire nation people. So this is the first level of the government in the federalism. So it is one government. See, it is one of the government for the entire country, and this government is responsible for the entire people's interest. Okay, the entire common people's interest in the nation. And second one is the another governments are at the level of provinces and the states that look after much of the day to day. Okay, day to day administrating of their state. Okay, administrating of their state. So except that central government, two more governments are existing in the federalism system. So in the provinces or the state, these governments are working and independently. Okay, independently. So they are looking after the day to day's administrative system in their states. Okay, in their state. So these two are the important levels of the government in the federalism. Okay, so the federalism has two level of the government, central government and state government, and one more is the local governments. Okay, local. Just we discussed about the definition of the federalism. So what is the federalism? The federalism is a system of government in which the power is distributed between the different levels of the government is known as the federalism. So just once you recall the vertical division of the power sharing. So how the power is distributed between the different levels of the government. For example, central government, state and the local government. So now let us will discuss about the important features of the federalism. So which are the important features of the federalism? So first one you see, there are two or more level of the government. This is the most important feature of the federalism government. So in a federalism government, there are more than two governments are there. For example, central government, state government and local government. Okay, local government. So this is the most and the important key feature of the federalism. Okay, in a federalism government, there is more than two governments are working. Okay, more than two governments are working. For example, in India, you see central government is working at the central level. Second, all the state governments are working under the state government. All the local governments are working and independently each other in the democracy country, or else we called in the federalism system of the government. Okay, in the federalism system of the government. So second one, in the different tiers. So which are the different tiers of the federalism government? So first, central government, state government and the regional governments. Okay, regional government, the different tiers of the government. See, the government, the same citizen in the different tiers of the federalism system government. So the different governments govern the same citizens in the country. Okay, so central government is not govern the separate people, state governments are not govern the separate people. So all the tier governments are govern the same citizens in the country. Okay, same citizens in the country, but each of the government have power independent of each other. But in these three tiers, all the three tiers governments have the different powers each other. Okay, all the three governments have the independence power each other in the federalism system of the government. Okay, federalism system of the government. And another important key feature is the fundamental provisions, okay, of the constitution cannot be changed by one level of the government. So which are the fundamental provisions are there in the Indian constitution that cannot be changed by any one level of the government in the federalism system. Okay, federalism system, this is the most important key feature of the democracy, because the central government cannot change the constitution, the state governments are also not having the powers to change the constitution in a democracy federalism system. Okay, federalism system. So one by one you have to remember what is the first, second and third. And next one, the judiciary prevents conflict between the central and regional government in the exercise of the power. So whenever the conflicts are rising between the central government and the state governments, that time the judiciary system will prevent the conflicts between the state government and the central government. So whenever the issues are rising between the central and the state government, for example Kaveri issue, Kaveri water distribution issue, and another examples you can take. So whenever the problems are rising between the central and the state government, that time what will happen? The judiciary system, Supreme Court or the High Court will solve the problems between the central government and the state government. Okay, state government, right, state government. And next one, the source of revenue for each level of the government are clearly specified to ensure the financial autonomy. Okay, financial autonomy. The source of revenue collection of the central government as well as the state government, it is autonomy to the state government and central government. So these are all the important key feature of the federalism. So why the federalism is most important in the democracy? Because of this feature, because it is having more than three level of the government. And so in the three tiers of the government, see the three tiers of the government, the different tiers government or the different level governments govern the same citizen. Okay, but they are working and independently each other in the federalism system. So whenever the conflicts are rising between the central and state government, the Indian judiciary or the judiciary system will prevent that problems between the state and central government. And revenue matter, see the collection source of the revenue for each level of the government are clearly specified. Okay, clearly specified in a financial autonomy. Okay, financial autonomy. So hope you understood about the key feature of the federalism. Kinds of federation. So which are the important kinds of the federations are practicing in the federalism system of the government? Just what we discussed about the key features of the federalism system. I hope you understood about the key feature of the federalism system. See, now let us see which are the two important kinds of the federation. So in a federalism country, okay, in a federalism system of the governments, the two aspects are very crucial in the institution and the practices in the federal system of the government. So first one is the trust between the different level of the government. Okay, different level of the government. So in a federalism system, the trust should be between the central and state government. Suppose if it is miss, means the federalism system will not practice in the democracy countries, or else you call the democratic system of the countries, right? And one more, agree to live in the countries, agree to live together in the country. So these two aspects are very crucial to practice the federalism in the governments or in the countries. Okay, so now let us will see which are the important ways are practicing in the federalism system of the government. So first one is coming together, and second one holding together. Okay, see, in the coming together, the first route involves, okay, the first route involves independent states coming together on their own form of bigger unit. Okay, bigger unit. This kind of coming together federation is formed in the America, Switzerland and Australia. Let's just listen. The first route involves an independent state. Okay, independent state coming together on their own form. Okay, on their own form in a bigger unit. Okay, in a bigger unit is called the coming together federalism system. Okay, federalism system. This kind of the government or this kind of the coming together federalism is practiced in America, Switzerland and Australia. So in these countries, the bigger states are coming together to form a government is known as this coming together federalism system. And second one, holding together. Okay, holding together federalism. See, the second route is that a large country decided to divide its power between the constituent states and the national governments. So in the holding together, the bigger countries are decided to divide the powers between the central government and the various constitutional states government is known as holding together governments or holding together federalism system. So this type of the federalism is practiced in India, okay, Spain, Belgium countries. Okay, Belgium countries. So I hope you understood about the differences between coming together and holding together federalism system. In a coming together, what is that? In the coming together, see, the independent states coming together on their own form of bigger unit. But in the holding together, the bigger country decided to divide the states or decide to divide its powers between the central and the constituent states. Okay, so this is about the federalism.